Kids love racing toy cars, zooming them across the floor at full speed. There is something so cool about watching those cars race and zoom by. It's pure fun and excitement. So I decided to create my own super fast car racing game in Scratch. It's simple, fun, and fast. Kind of games you might know, like Need for Speed, Mario Kart, or Car X Drift. You don't need tricky controls and complicated turns. Just press go and feel the rush. Now, let's hit the track and see this Scratch Racer in action. Here we have our car racing game. You can see we have many variables, beautiful track and our racing car. We have score, lifelines and speed. Speed will change in every second and how much time you are on track. On the basis of that, your score will increase. You have 3 lifelines. As you hit by opponent car, definitely your 1 life will gone. And after 3 lives, the game will over. The most interesting part, the speed is get changed with every second. Like you can see here. By using left and right key, we can move our car like this. And as a surprise, from any point of view, you can see opponent car will come. And we need to save our car. Oh, it's coming from this side and slowly my speed is also increasing. Oh, my 1 life is gone. Oh, second, last life. Oh my god. Oh, the speed is increasing and car is coming from any side. Okay. Oh, I did it. Is it interesting? Yeah. So ready to make this interesting car racing game with me? Let's go. For this car racing game, the coding is little bit big. For that, we're going to complete this game in 2 videos. Be with us, complete your car racing game step by step and enjoy it a lot. To make this car racing game, I don't want this cat, so first I'm going to delete this cat. And first of all, I'm going to create my background. I need to draw my track. For that, I'm going to paint and I am going to create my backdrop. For that, I'm just select my fill color. Okay, the gray I will select. And then afterwards I'll select this and I will put my rectangle over here. Okay, this one is done. Now I'm going to select this, copy and paste it. Then one more side is also done. Now I want green color. For that I'm going to fill the color, saturation full, brightness full, and I will select one green color. Okay, make it little dark. Okay, yeah, it's done. Now this color, again I'm going to select this square and I'll make to fill. I'm going to fill this to the full screen and you can see the result. It's done. Yeah, it looks beautiful. So our track is ready. You can see on screen the track is ready. You can select any color as per your wish. What I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this. Here I need the 3 such kind of screens. Now here in these 3 screens I will specify it first. The first one I am going to specify for start. Okay. Now second one I am going to make for you did it. If I am going to win the game, this screen should be come. And the third one I will make it for game over. Okay. This one is done. Now for that, what I'm going to do, I will type one message here, that is you did it. Now what I'm going to do, I increase the size and this one is done. Yes. Now the next one I'm going to prepare for game over. Make it red color. Okay. Here I will type game over. Yes. Again I'm going to increase the size of this. Make it center. Yes, you can see our 3 background is ready. First one start, you did it and game over. Is it simple? Yes. First I will choose my start backdrop and go back to coding part. Now what should I do? Here we need some sprites like cars and also hearts, which is not available on these sprites. You can see over here there are no life hearts and there is no car which I want. I don't want these cars. I want some sports car. For that, what should I do? Here we have an option to download it. So we can upload the sprite from the internet or from your system and you can use it over here. Like I have downloaded some sprites like cars and hearts and I can use these sprites in my game. So I'm going to download it. Like this car I want. Okay. Now you can see it's importing. Yeah, my car is here. I'll make its size little small. I don't want this much big. Make it 30. Okay, yeah, that's one's fine. And also I'll change the direction. So I'll make it like this. Okay, yes. Isn't it look beautiful? Yes, it's beautiful sports car. And I'll fix it over here. Now what I want, I also want the opponent car. So I'm going to download it, opponent car also. Yeah, here is my opponent car. This one size also I'm going to decrease it, make it 30. Okay, we have opponent car. And also I want some hearts over here to show the lifeline. First you need to show the 3 red heart, and then afterwards if your 1 life is loose, the heart become 2 and 1 empty heart it should be shown. So on the basis of that we need 4 different type of costume. 3 red hearts, then 2 red hearts, then 1 red hearts, and then all plain hearts. For that I need to create my sprite in costume. So then I will go to paint and here I'm going to customize my sprite by using different costumes. Here I'm going to upload my costume and I will choose red heart. It's importing. Yeah, there is my heart. Convert to bitmap and now select it. I'll decrease the size of this heart. It's fine. Now what I'm going to do, I'll make it copy and paste. Yes, all my 3 hearts are here. Our heart is ready. And now you can paste it as per your position wherever you want. So you can use these hearts to show on your screen. I want at this position on my screen, so I will paste it here. Doesn't it look beautiful? Yes. Same kind of that I'm going to create my other 3 costumes. So I'll duplicate it. Next, this empty one I don't want. Okay. What kind of change I want in this one? Here I want 1 heart should be empty. Again I'm going to download my other costume. And here you can see my heart is came, convert to bitmap. You can copy this costume and you can put it here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce its size, take it, replace with 1 red heart and put 1 this empty heart. You can see. Now this one I'm going to delete. See, our second screen is ready. Now we'll go to the third one, same thing. Okay. Now you'll see our all screens are ready. 3 hearts, 2 hearts, 1 heart and no hearts. Doesn't it look beautiful? Yes. Here we'll give the naming. Like this one I will give 3 lives, 2 lives. This one is 1 life and next one no lives. The naming convention is also done. Here also I will give the name lives. Done. Now we'll start with the coding from the background part. Here I have the 3 backgrounds and on the basis of that I will set when this background going to change. The condition is if our score is reached to 50, then you did it, backdrop should be shown, and if your all 3 lives are gone, automatically your backdrop should become, that is game over. Before we are going to start the coding for the backdrop, we need to create our variable. We need 3 variable over here. First one, that is go to make a variable and here I will type score. Okay, that's it. Score is over here. The second one I want life. Here the second one. And the third one I want speed. Okay, my all variables are here. In speed, we can change the format to show the speed. So here I'll going to click right over here and there are many options. I want to choose the slider one. So you can see as the speed gets changed, the slider position is also get changed. So all three variables are here. Now we'll start with the coding of backdrop. So I'll select my backdrop over here. First of all, I want when the green flag clicked, which sprite should become. That is my first one, the start one. Here I'm going to choose the look block and I'm going to switch my backdrop is not to game over, that is start. Whenever I just click the green flag, the backdrop it should come start. Then afterwards I'm going to set my scores, my lives and the speed. For that I'm going to variable and here I will take the set block 3 times because I need to set my all 3 variables. The lives I want 3 and my score it should be 0 and my speed I want to take it in -1, so here I will take it -5 and the speed is going to increase by passing every single second. Now first you want to check this. Okay, like see my score, life and speed all are set. Now I want my score should be going to change after every second. As I pass 1 second on the track, my score also get increased by 1 and speed also increase by 0.2. So for that I'm going to use the forever block and here again I'm going to use my variable. That time I will choose change, that is 2 times. First I want my score should be changed by 1 and my speed it should be changed by -0.2. As per that value speed get increases accordingly. And here I will give some time break, wait for 1 second. So on the basis of that every 1 second the speed get changed. Do you want to see? You can see in every second the speed and score is get changed continuously. Till now we have not set the movement point for the car, that's why the car is staying on the track. But as per the time these values are changing. And one more interesting point I want, whenever I'm going to start the game there is some interesting sound should be played. For that I'm going to choose again the event block and here I want the forever block and one interesting sound. So I'll go to the sound and here I don't want this pop one and I'm going to search, choose the sound. Okay, I'll go to loop because I want the long music and here what I'm going to select. Okay, odd song, like see, yeah, it's good. Make it little softer, then it would be good. Yeah, okay, fine, sounds nice. Make it stop, go back to code and I'll go to select the sound and choose play sound until done. See the effect. Oh wow, isn't it look interesting? Yes, our score is set, speed is set, lives are set and sounds are set. So this is the coding regarding the backdrop. Now we'll choose our lives. Now we'll start the coding for the heart. For the heart I want whenever I just click on the green flag my 3 heart costume it should be visible and the position should be set on X and Y at which position it has currently. So I will choose X9 and Y10. You can change it, like suppose I will make it 0 and this one also 0 and what should happen, you can see it's come little bit on track. So I'll make it 9 and this one is 10. So you can see, okay, it's on position right now. Now I'm going to set the look also so the sprite should not change. For that I'm going to choose switch my costume and this one I will choose 3 lives. Now the next thing I want, whenever the blue car is touched to the yellow car there is some kind of broadcast message should be pop up. For that I'm going to create the broadcast message that is affected. I'm going to event block and here I'm going to create one message that is affected. Okay, this message is created. I want to receive the message here for my heart. For that I'm going to choose my receive message and here I will choose affected. Then afterwards, whenever I am going to receive this affected message, what should happen? One heart should be missed and life should be reduced. To show this condition, I am going to use the control block. Here, I am going to choose if block, and in this if block, the condition is very simple. If the life become 2, because whenever the car is touched to the yellow car, your one life is going to decrease, and as your one life is get reduced, automatically the costume of hearts should be changed. For that, I'm going to choose operator block, and here I will choose the equal one and place it over here. I'm going to choose my variable, that is lives. If the life value become 2, what should happen? The costume should be changed. And here again I'll switch costume, and here it should be choose 2 lives. The same thing is going to repeat with little changes. For I'm going to duplicate it, place it over here, again duplicate it and place it over here. And now if we have only 1 life costume should be shown, and if there is 0 life, it should be no life. It's very simple. Yes. And if there is no life, which background should become? Background is also going to switch, that is game over. Isn't it interesting? And if the game over, what should happen? Everything should be stopped. For that, I'm going to use the control block, and here I'm going to use stop all. These are the simple condition belongs to the heart. We have done with our 2 things. One is our heart sprite and another one is our backdrop. Now we are going to choose some more sprites to make this game more interesting. I want there are some buildings or should move continuously, so it will look like the car is running in the town. For that, I'm going to choose the building sprite. Here I will type building. Okay, the buildings are here. So I'll select this one. Building, make it size little small. Let me try with the 50. Okay. Yeah, it looks nice. Now I'll see how many costume it has. Oh, it has so many costumes. Great. Can we duplicate it? Make it more interesting. One building this side and one building another side of road. So I'll make it duplicate this sprite and place it over here. This is the building 2. I don't want the same building should be come over here. So I'll go to the costume of this and I'll select the first building which we should observe, that is this one. So you can see both sides different buildings are visible. And when the track is moved, it will appear like this building is also changing continuously. Now one more important sprite I want to put it over here, that is one white line which you can see on the road. For that I'm going to create one more sprite. Go to paint. I want the white lines, so for that I'm going to choose my white color. Okay, and now afterwards I choose this square, make it shape. Okay, make it short and place it in between the roads. I make it little small. Now I'll back to the code and place it at the right position, and then I'll make it height. Okay, it's here only. You can see we have done with the coding with the hearts and the backdrops. What I need to do the coding for my buildings, my cars and my white strip which appear on the road. In this session we will continue till this point. This game will going to continue in the next session. So be with us and make your amazing car racing game. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you will not miss the latest update. For the more information, you can visit our website codexacademy.com. With this note, we conclude the session. We'll see you in next session. Bye-bye.